Iran has been actively pursuing its space ambitions, achieving significant milestones in recent years. Notably, the Islamic Republic successfully launched the Chamran-1 satellite into orbit in September 2024. This marked a major achievement for Iran's space program, as Chamran-1 is the first Iranian satellite capable of changing its orbit. This capability is made possible by the satellite's advanced orbital maneuvering hardware and software, along with its cold gas propulsion system. The launch of Chamran-1 followed the successful deployment of the Suraya satellite in January 2024, which reached an altitude of 750 kilometers, the highest achieved by any Iranian satellite to date. Both the Chamran-1 and Suraya missions utilized the KM-100 satellite carrier, a testament to Iran's growing prowess in space launch vehicle technology. The KM-100, developed by the Aerospace Force of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, represents a significant leap forward in Iran's space capabilities. These achievements underscore the Islamic Republic's determination to secure a prominent position in the realm of space exploration. Iran's space program extends beyond these two high-profile launches. In January 2024, the Simorgh rocket, a three-stage space launch vehicle developed by affiliates of the Iranian Ministry of Defense, successfully delivered 3 satellites into low Earth orbit. This launch further demonstrated the expanding scope and ambition of Iran's space endeavors. Additionally, in September 2023, the Noor-3 satellite was successfully placed into orbit using the Qasid rocket. These achievements, while presented by Tehran as part of a peaceful scientific program, have raised concerns among international observers. The technological advancements demonstrated by these launches, particularly in launch vehicle technology, have fueled concerns about potential military applications. These concerns are further amplified by Iran's history of missile development and its opaque stance on its nuclear program. The international community has expressed growing apprehension regarding Iran's space program, particularly its potential for military applications. At the heart of this concern lies the dual-use nature of space technology. The same technologies used to launch satellites into orbit can be adapted for developing long-range ballistic missiles capable of carrying conventional or, more alarmingly, nuclear warheads. The United States and European nations view Iran's advancements in space launch vehicle technology, particularly the development of solid propellant motors and three-stage space launch vehicles like the Simorgh and the KM-100, with a wary eye. These technologies are seen as crucial stepping stones towards developing intercontinental ballistic missiles, capable of striking targets across continents. This fear is heightened by the fact that Iran already possesses the largest ballistic missile arsenal in the Middle East, with missiles capable of reaching ranges of up to 2,500 kilometers and speeds exceeding 17,000 kilometers per hour. Adding to these concerns are reports of Iran's expanding uranium enrichment program. The International Atomic Energy Agency reported in February 2025 that Iran has enriched enough uranium to 60% purity, a level very close to weapons grade, for multiple nuclear devices. This development, coupled with the advancements in missile technology, has raised alarm bells in Western capitals and among Iran's regional rivals. The international community's fears are further fueled by the secrecy surrounding Iran's space program and its connection to the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, a branch of the Iranian military designated as a terrorist organization by the United States. The IRGC's involvement in the development of space launch vehicles, particularly the KM-100, raises serious concerns about the true intentions behind Iran's space program. Iran has consistently maintained that its space program is entirely peaceful and geared towards scientific advancement and technological development. Tehran argues that its space endeavors are in line with its right to explore space for civilian purposes, such as telecommunications, remote sensing, and scientific research. Iranian officials have repeatedly emphasized that their country's space program is not intended for military use and that it poses no threat to any nation. Tehran points to the scientific objectives of its satellite missions, highlighting their role in monitoring natural disasters, conducting environmental research, and enhancing communication infrastructure. The Chamran-1 satellite, for instance, is touted as a platform for testing orbital maneuvering technology, cold gas propulsion, and navigation subsystems, technologies with potential applications in various civilian fields. Furthermore, Iran maintains that its missile program is entirely separate from its space program and is purely for defensive purposes. Tehran insists that its ballistic missile arsenal serves as a deterrent against potential aggression from regional rivals and external powers. Iranian officials argue that their missile capabilities are essential for maintaining national security and ensuring stability in a volatile region. Despite these assurances, the international community remains skeptical of Iran's claims. The lack of transparency surrounding Iran's space program, coupled with its history of concealing aspects of its nuclear activities, undermines trust in Tehran's pronouncements. The international community's concerns are further heightened by Iran's continued development of ballistic missiles, particularly those with the potential to carry nuclear warheads. Iran's pursuit of space technology and its expanding missile capabilities have significant implications for regional and global security. The potential militarization of Iran's space program, particularly the development of long-range ballistic missiles capable of carrying nuclear warheads, poses a serious threat to international peace and security. In the Middle East, Iran's growing missile capabilities have heightened tensions with its regional rivals, particularly Israel and the Gulf Arab states. These countries view Iran's missile program as a direct threat to their security, and have expressed deep concern over the potential for Iran to acquire nuclear weapons. This fear has led to calls for increased military spending and a potential arms race in the region, further destabilizing an already volatile area. Globally, Iran's space and missile programs undermine international efforts to prevent the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction. The potential for Iran to share its missile technology with other actors, including state and non-state entities, poses a grave danger to international security. This concern is particularly acute given Iran's history of supporting armed groups in the region, some of which have been designated as terrorist organizations. The international community faces a complex challenge in addressing Iran's space and missile ambitions. While diplomacy and dialogue remain crucial, they must be backed by a credible deterrent to prevent Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons or the means to deliver them. This requires a multifaceted approach involving sanctions, diplomatic pressure, and potentially military options to ensure that Iran's pursuit of advanced technology does not come at the expense of international peace and security.